Now, obviously, I'm looking for exactly one slider in this particular case. We went... I'm just gonna say it. We found it in the body. We found it in upper body. There's neck, shoulders, deltoids, upper arms, lower arms, wrist, hands, fucking breasts. Upper torso, middle torso, lower torso. And to be clear, those are your butt sliders. Okay, there's a literal breast slider with 3 boob sliders. On God, 3 boob sliders, so watch. I'm like, okay, we're just gonna, yep, and then, yep, and then, yep. All right. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, look at that. Sentinels of Satera. Shit. Look at this shit. Okay, so what you're seeing here on screen are these are the initial moments of the game. I have 16 hours of gameplay footage. Note has very kindly organized them all. So the plan for today's stream, so that everybody is aware of what is about to happen, I'm going to answer each and every single one of all of your questions. The answer to guild size is 100, by the way. I'm going to answer each and every single one of your questions about the game. We're going to go through all of the systems of the game. I'm going to demonstrate the systems. I'm going to show them to you. Note has uploaded a video to YouTube that is just about done. It's all timestamped, so I can show you guys like exactly where everything is, and I can show you examples and stuff, and I can explain all the systems of the game and answer your questions while the gameplay plays on the screen in the background. I figured that would be probably the best way to present this content to you guys. Okay. So yeah. In jiggle physics, there's not just jiggle physics, guys. There's not just one boob slider.
Fuego Wave Cheer Dex 100. When are we gonna touch foreheads in game and run dungeons? Smirk.
There's 3 boob sliders, guys. And there's even a tab that says breasts. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. I'm not even joking. Literally, there's a tab that says breasts. Okay, there's also a cock and butt slider. Not joking. Actually, gorgeous. So good. So good. Okay, so here I'm going through. Guys, my camera is being hidden behind that's being. Oh, this is awkward. Holy shit, I've been wearing this shirt for a week. Anyway, oh shit. Okay, so here are the 6 classes that you can play in the game. Sorceress is obviously the spellcasting class. This class was not available in the closed beta version of the game I was given access to. Okay, I only had access to 3 of the classes. I played all 3 classes for a couple hours at least a piece, and I chose one class specifically. We'll see if chat can figure out which class I chose. But this is the sorceress that you guys saw with the tome and the staff and like the manosphere. Really sweet looking. Really sweet looking class. You chose female. The classes are not gender locked. To be very clear, the classes are not gender locked. Hold on. They gave me some game music. Would you guys like me to put on some game music in the background so you guys can hear it? Okay, so sorceress. Super hot. The classes are not gender locked though, just to be clear. It is not gender locked at all. All right. So I went through this. Sorceress was not playable. There is assassin. Okay. This is basically, she's got a musket, a saber, and a wrist blades. To be very clear about how this works, you are not using all 3 weapons at the same time. It's a pick 2 situation. Holy alpha male. My God. That guy's hot. He looks just like me. Oh my God. Okay, that's the Berserker. He's got chain blades, twin axes, and a battle axe. So you can choose 2 of the 3rd. Okay, choose 2 of the 3.
Centurion_ just resubscribed for 4 months. Hello, Tecton.
But either way, this is what the Berserker looks like. At least that's like the Giga Chad version of the Berserker. Right there. But yeah, Zerker has twin blades, twin axes, and a battle axe, which are really, really cool. Really, really sweet. This is the Paladin. I was quite upset to see that the Paladin looked like some femboy, pussy, ooh, soy boy character. PMA, though, he does not have to look like this. He does not have to. You can make your Paladin look like the Berserker. It's gonna be okay, guys. You're fine. The customization in this game rivals or is better than BDO. Just to be clear. That's how good it is. But I will show you. Lance, halberd, and mace. That's what Paladin is wielding. And to be clear, this was not playable on my PvE either. On my beta access either. Okay? So I could not play. This is the class that I want to play. This is the class that I want to play right here. I want the lance, the halberd, and the mace. That's what I want. He kills people with righteous divine fury. Okay, that's what I want to see. Also, the game, there is no, I repeat, no tank, healer, DPS. The Holy Trinity is not in this game. Not even a little bit. Not even remotely in this game. Did I skip something? I did skip something. Yeah, here's the Ranger. Okay, this is the Ranger. The Ranger is bow, crossbow, and rapier. All right, the rapier looks interesting. It's very interesting. I thought the game had healers and tanks. It does, but all classes can serve as healers, and all classes can serve... Well, not every class heals, necessarily, but all classes can be... It's not like a designated tank role. Every class can technically hold aggro and handle it themselves. So, like a ranger is going to be handling it a little bit differently than a berserker is, right? Whereas a berserker is going to want to be up close and just beating the crap out of somebody, iframing very critical moves, and then trying to heal through everything. A ranger is going to want to try to keep their distance, kite, and basically avoid the damage altogether, which is super possible because of how the ranger's kit is built. Okay, and I will explain that because I played the Ranger. It's actually super cool. You guys are really good. I thought I was not going to like this class. Typically, I do not like bow classes at all. As it turns out, very, very fun class. Just so everybody's aware, I know that only one crossbow is pictured here. This was a little bit of a disappointment factor for me. The crossbow, it's 2 crossbows she carries in her hands and she shoots with it. I didn't like that. I would rather have had just one crossbow that I'm just like, holy shit, my dick is massive. Like shooting people with it. It's kind of, yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, it's kind of like Scorpion and Throne. Exactly like that, yes. So, yeah, there's that. The Rapier is, think Fiora from League of Legends. If you've ever played League, you are literally Fiora from League of Legends, okay? When you use the Rapier.
Just gifted 5 subs.
That's, and the bow? The bow is Archer. You're an Archer from BDO. You are literally an Archer. Okay? You even get to play as a female character, just like BDO. All right, Jerma. Thanks so much. Is it like Nova? No. The Rapier is not anything really like Awakening Nova. You do dash a little bit. There's some dashes and stuff, right? But it's not like you're coming from off screen to kill somebody, okay? Okay. So that's my thoughts on Ranger so far. The next up, I believe, is and to be clear, the 3 classes I could choose. Actually, you know what? We'll do it. We'll get to the end here, and then I'll explain what I'm going to choose. Because on the right side, we have Swordsman. As you guys might have guessed, this is the Warrior class. Okay, so it's a great sword, sword and shield, and believe it or not, dual blades. Interestingly enough, you can play like Great Sword Dagger, or you can play Great Sword SNS, basically. Okay, yes, there is the dual blades, which means, again, and to be clear, I know that what you're all going to ask, can you still be a tank with the dual blades? Yes. Yes, you can. In fact, the dual blades and the sword and shield are both effective tanks, but the sword and shield makes it a little bit easier to sit there and block the damage. Dual blades are going to be sitting there iframing. There's going to be a lot of threat. There's a lot of threat aggressive skills in the dual blades, but there's also a lot of skills that drop threat on the mobs as well that help you kind of coordinate with other people. So pretty cool. Pretty cool overall. I want to say that the Swordsman of the 3 has the smoothest dodge roll of the 3. Extremely smooth. The Greatsword has this badass ability that I'm going to show you guys where you skewer a mob and then you... Bro, it's so cool. It is extremely satisfying. It literally, you skewer straight through it and then you fling it across the screen. It's really, really cool. And it's CCs. So very, very cool. Now,
If
I can only
dual
play
blades, how massive will my third sword be then? I want to be Giga.
Yeah. I will tell you the way he holds the greatsword, not the biggest fan. But I'll show you. The way he holds it, I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of the way that he carries the greatsword around. But that's like
Sinister
a nitpick
underscore
detail.
R just resubscribed for 9 months.
I can only
what are
play-
we naming the baby mama blue?
Can I be a female tank? Absolutely you can. The classes are not gender locked. I also want to be very clear, I can only play 3 classes in this closed beta. Swordsman, which you're looking at here, the Ranger, which we previously talked about, and the Berserker. Chat, do you know which one that I chose? The Ranger? You guys are all saying that because it's a female. Guys, you can make them female. I did play the Berserker because that person is a giga Chad. I mained the Berserker for my playthrough, and I want to be clear, of the 3 of them, Berserker is the hardest. By far. The hardest. Swordsman and Ranger make this shit look so easy. So easy. The Berserker is actually extremely difficult to play in, but super rewarding, as you guys are going to see. This game is so hard. Guys, I almost died in the tutorial. I got into the world, I shit you not. I spawned into the world within 5 minutes. I'm like, oh, a dragon. What? And, bro, it's fucking crazy. Guys, it's not like Black Desert where you spawn in and the mob, you know, you go to a grind zone and like the mobs are trapped in here with you. Okay, you're trapped in here with them. It's their world. You're just trying to survive. I'm not joking. That's what you're dealing with. So let's get in. Honestly, note, is that video processed yet? Let's get into the actual gameplay of the game finally now, and I'll start answering questions. Okay. Oh, here's the character creator. Okay, so the way the character creator works is, and this was weird. It threw me off at first. I was like, wait, there's a face preset? That's not cool. Where's all my customizations? Right? Where's all my customization features? Okay, it's processed now. Okay, let's pull it up. Note has been so kind as to upload and timestamp all of this wonderful stuff for me in a YouTube video. Yep, okay. So, here's the facial presets. Yeah, here's the facial presets. You choose a face preset, but don't worry, you can change everything about it. Is this only a PC game? As far as I'm aware, yes. Stuff. I'm thinking that. Okay, all right. So I'm gonna mute my version here, but you can see you can pick what preset you would like to go in with. I like, and you can see the graphics of the game are super good. There's even micro hairs on the character's face, which is like literally insane. By the way, now I can skip ahead by like 5 seconds at a time. Either way, I picked this one because obviously I think that she has the most attractive personality. So we get to the character creator itself. All right. This is the body type preset, so you can choose
the BDO killer?
Fat, and you can choose skinny. Guys, the only thing that can kill BDO is the BDO developers. I just want to be clear. And the only thing that kills Throne are the Throne developers. But that being said, this is gonna do a damn good job though. This is gonna come as close as you can get. Now, so I chose like the medium preset, but again, these are just like, this is like to get your character. Do you know how Black Desert starts with like a default preset for DK? And then you can just modify the crap out of it. It's just like that, except that you can choose different defaults. So you can start from a different default on every character. That's why I'm saying that this character creator is actually better than Black Desert in some areas. Is you don't have just like a default Dark Knight or a default Berserker that you're working with. You can choose from like 12 different defaults and then change them as much as you want. You can literally add, again, wrinkles, facial outline, forehead, cheekbones, frontal bones, lateral bones, jawline, chin line, 1, 2, and 3. You can see all the different tabs across the top of your screen for nose, lips, ears, eyes, all of it, different colors and whatnot. Now, obviously, I'm looking for exactly one slider in this particular case. We went... I'm just gonna say it. We found it in the body. We found it in upper body. There's neck, shoulders, deltoids, upper arms, lower arms, wrist, hands, fucking breasts. Upper torso, middle torso, lower torso. And to be clear, those are your butt sliders. Okay, there's a literal breast slider with 3 boob sliders. On God, 3 boob sliders, so watch. I'm like, okay, we're just gonna, yep, and then, yep. All right. I'm telling you, you guys probably don't want to max out the boob slider. I maxed out the boob slider just to see she was sporting ballistic missiles. Like, it was literally crazy. It was almost blocking her face with the shit on it. It doesn't look like crazy big from here. I'm telling you, it's crazy. It's insane. That's literally crazy, guys. All right. Oh. Okay. Yeah. No, you go to bed. Okay. All right. So this is what the character creator looks like. Again, there is a, I did check for the male, side of things. There is a cock and butt slider. Okay. It's not as like one-dimensional. It's kind of like your waist, but you can make it bulge if you want to. So any of our gauge friends or the women or even guys that want to have like a fat caked up ass, you can do that. You can see me messing with it right here to figure out if there's a butt slider. There is. So I messed with this for a while, but Mortal of Story, guys, yeah, it's got all these crazy, everything you could possibly want in a character. You can even, again, guys, you can change the shape. Watch this. Look at that shit. You can change literally everything that you could possibly want. I was like, I'm not messing with all this. I'm not messing with all this.